Hello and welcome. This is Sandra Hart at Life Over 60. I started my channel about a little over 5 years ago. And when I started my channel, I wanted it to be like a conversation, sitting across from my best friend with a cup of coffee and talking about life, talking about our problems, our fears, our joys, our happiness, our experiences, and just talking about real life. I didn't want it to be about makeup and skincare and things that are really important to all of us, but I am not an expert in those fields. I'll leave that to the rest of my wonderful YouTube sisters. But I wanted to talk about things that are deeper than our skin, our inner feelings, our inner beauty, our inner thoughts, and our inner dreams. I really didn't know if anyone would be interested, if I would have enough of following, if there were enough women out there that were really interested in perhaps what I had to say and how maybe we could together go along on this journey. And I didn't want to travel alone. I wanted to walk with you. Though your dreams be tossed and blown, walk on. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Rogers and Hammerstein. If you follow me, and maybe you probably don't remember, but quite a while back I did a video, and I quoted a poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. Well, that poem is about dreams and plans and hopes, but it was also about choices. The speaker knew that whatever road he took will lead him down a path, and it probably would change his life. Well, that more or less is our lives. We have choices, don't we? We have choices, and whatever path we decide to take, we really don't know where that road is going to take us, but we have to have faith that we've listened to our gut instinct, and we're pretty sure that that road will take us on the right journey for our lives. I am now in a different decade. I'm working my way through the 80s. And as I've spoken of before, I've had a lot of different chapters in my life. And as you have, if you really think about it, you think you look back on your life, you've had a lot of different chapters, haven't you? Well, I'm now working on a chapter in my life, and I really can't see the future, but I have to hope that I'm a grown-up now, and I'm not like a child. When you're a child, your parents, you don't ask to whom you were born. You don't, have control over where you live or the things that are happening into your life. But now as adults, we do have more control over those choices in our lives. And sometimes it's a pretty scary thing, isn't it? Because you don't know if, even though your gut feeling tells you that this is the right choice, you really don't know 100% how it's going to turn out because you can't see the future. Well, I'm in that part of my life right now. And I have to have faith. Another thing I have to have is acceptance. I have to have acceptance of what my choices have brought me to in my life and where it might take me. As you know, my husband went to New York because he was so worried about his possessions, and I think he did have a craving to be around his nest of 65 years. Now that he is older, he was kind of wanted to sit with those memories and get comfortable with his things and try to work his life out, because he knows that he is in a chapter that's very, very lucky in his 90s, but he doesn't know how long that will be. Well, Arthur is coming back very soon, and I have to accept that because of aging and all the things that do happen when people aging, that Arthur is not the man that I married. That has been a very difficult thing for me to accept, because there are 13 years between us in age difference, almost 14 years. And at the time, it doesn't seem, when you get married, I was in my 40s, mid 40s, and he was in his late 50s. The age difference didn't seem that much. My parents had 10 years between them, and it never seemed to be a problem. They both aged gracefully. My father passed before my mother, and with no big health issues. My mother, the same thing, no big health issues. So they more or less didn't go through big changes. But my Arthur has gone through a lot of changes in his aging process. And I really have to accept those changes and accept the fact that he is not right now the same person that I married. I don't know how you are in your relationships. Sometimes if you are growing old together and you're about the same age, and you're both healthy, it's a wonderful thought to be able to walk hand in hand into the sunset with someone that you've known forever and hasn't really changed that much internally. Physically, of course, we all we do change. Our bodies changes. We get wrinkles, and we, don't have the muscular and skeletal prowess that we used to have when you're young. But basically, mentally, if you're both on the same level, you'll be able to do that. But once in a while it happens, and I know I get so many comments from wonderful women out there who perhaps have husbands that are not well, who have passed on, who maybe they've had to take care of, and their relationship changed. So toward the end of that relationship, it wasn't easy. It was probably not easy for the person, the husband or the wife who was passing, and it's not easy for the caretaker either. I am now in that position because the dynamics in our relationship will be different going forward. But I do know that I am welcoming back my husband, who is a very different person. I have to accept that, and I do it with love, and I do it with gratitude. I probably won't be doing any more interviews with Arthur, but I want you to know that our past interviews with him, he has loved so very much, and I have read him all of your comments, and he has enjoyed his fan base, his groupies here on my YouTube channel. And for that, I am so grateful that you have shown him so much love. I hope that I and the rest of us on this journey together can get up every single morning, no matter what is happening around us. We can get up with the idea of gratitude and acceptance of our lives and the choices that we have made that has led us down on the path that we are going right now. I really want you to know that whatever you are going through, whether it's something absolutely wonderful and fantastic, or whether you are having a difficult time right now, I really want you to know that you are not alone and that we are all taking this journey together. I want to thank you again for walking along with me on my journey so that I don't feel alone and you don't feel alone either, and that we are sharing this mature life, our freedom years together. Please do something wonderful for yourself today. Be kind to whomever crosses your path. And of course, let's all share the love.